Genesis was from the book of Deuteronomy. Now, but Moses became so close, intimacy in the spirit, that God had to open his eyes to write the book of the beginning. This was even before the coming of Jesus. A man can get so intimate with God that he begins to manifest what was not there before.
Yes, sir.
So there are certain proofs that showcases and shows forth in a man's life that is not ordinarily seen in any other. This is the force of revelation. Revelation can only come by intimacy. The more I know you, it's the more I want to know. So as you keep knowing God, you want to keep knowing Him. As we behold a mirror, we are transformed like as of the image of the mirror. As you behold God like a mirror, shines on you. Shines on you. Hey, you want to walk in the supernatural. You want to have God. You want to walk around angels. Angels are everywhere. Listen, angels, the operations of angels are everywhere. They are everywhere. I'm a prophet, I will tell you this. But very few people's eyes have been opened to this reality. Why? Because activity has taken over the church. Activity has taken over believers. Believers are no longer truly broken. Ushers are no longer truly broken. Truly broken. Pastors are no longer truly broken. Activity. Because when we talk about the church, it is from the pulpit down to the floor.
Yes, sir.
So as I speak to you, I'm speaking to myself. Because the word of God is the only surest foundation. The only thing that can chisel you and you go home broken. Yet you know you are guilty. Yet you know you are still loved. What God seeks to reveal in this dispensation is to make you feel loved and yet make you die to flesh. Am I talking to somebody here?
Yes, sir.
Once you're dead to flesh. Under Him there's a cross. On the cross there is blood for me. Listen, it is time that we switch. It is time for what? A switch. There is a level of dominion that you possess. This can only come by intimacy and by the frequency of the Spirit. By the frequency of the Spirit. How much of God you carry is how much of Him you dispense. Am I talking to somebody here?
Yes, sir.
How many of you know pressing iron? Wave to me. Pressing iron. Now listen. When you switch a pressing iron into a socket and there is light, what happens? Huh? Talk to me. Talk to me. It becomes what? When you remove the pressing iron from the switch, what happens? When it's cold, can you rub it on your body?
Yes, sir.
Can you rub it on your head? You can. That is how the operation of the Spirit is. When you are connected to source, you become too hot. Your prayer points reduces. There are some prayer points you no longer bring. You are no longer lined up for deliverance. Demons are no longer your problem. Because already you are hot by intimacy. Am I talking to somebody here? The reason why you see believers jumping from one place to the other is because they've gone off from the socket, which is the source. The source is what electrocutes you and makes you hot. And that is Jesus. And it's not far from you. far. So you see, when I see people running for deliverance, for them, I'm wondering, this is a generation that God wanted each and every one of us, including babies, to dispense the reality of the supernatural. And that is what this ministry taught to teach us. To teach you how to walk in dominion. To teach you how to walk in the supernatural. Because it is your birthright. But for too long, we've been drafted away from the original source. Place your hands on your chest. Say, Father, I love you.
I love you.
Take 5 minutes and just love God. Just take